it's Lisa. I am finally back with another video in my wedding series. This is video 3, wedding invitation, specifically with a pocket. I've shown you how to make pockets a very simple way, both manually without any type of electronic or computerized tool. So today we're going to be doing the actual invitation that I made for my daughter in Cricut Design Space. So here you see I have a beta version up. I'm going to fill the screen with that and try to remember everything. I have my notes here, so hopefully I will be able to let you know what I did as quickly and concisely as possible. So like I said in the other videos, the first thing you want to figure out is what size base you want your card to be, or your invitation. So we go over to these shapes and choose a square. I am going to make that white. Okay, so I wanted the finished card to be a 5x7 invitation. First, I need to unlock this rectangle and go up here. I'm just going to put in 5x7. And there you go. So then the next thing I needed to do was find my image. So I had to go over to image. And I used, hopefully I can find it quickly. Let me see, I'm going to just type it in. I used the folk art border. But of course you can use any border you decide to use. It's just the one that I chose. And, oh, tulips, that's what I should have put in there. Let's try to narrow that down even more. Oh, okay, well, that's what it's going to do. So I'm going to scroll through here and let's see, where is it? Oh, I know one thing that will get rid of some of this stuff is I just want to look in the images that I have. Go to my filter. Oops, I did the wrong, clicked on the wrong things. Let's go to purchased. So we narrow that. And here we go. Now, I want to say it is, I want to say it's this one. I'm going to go ahead and click on both of them. I have another screen so I can go double check that to see which one it was exactly. I guess it helps to make note of these numbers. I never do that, so I'll try to remember that in the future. Okay, so like I really don't know the difference between this one and that one. Interesting. Huh, very interesting. Okay, so I will click on that one as well, and I'm going to put them all. Insert image. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, having a hard time seeing the difference between these two, so I'm going to just pick one. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Let me check something here. I have okay, so we see I use this one that has like this solid section here. So I have Cricut Design Space also open online, but I also have this beta version here is what I'm working on. So, and so far, I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to play with it because of working on wedding stuff, and then my oldest daughter was just out here for a week. So yeah, haven't had a lot of time to play with any of my tools really, other than for wedding stuff. So let me get rid of that one and this one. So this is the one that I used. I'm also going to make that white because my card base is white and I don't need it to be, you know, any other color. Okay, so actually I don't want to take this off. So what I did, I simply, now normally if you watch my other videos, you heard me say I typically like my pockets to be anywhere from 2 inches deep to maybe 3 at the most, but usually I stick close to 2, maybe 2.5. With this, I wanted to keep the shape. So what I did is I just kept, you know, dragging the little handles until it was the same width as the card. Now I could have probably just simply went in there and put in what is that, 5? Yeah, just put in 5 inches. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to just change this here to make it more precise. And there you go. And so now I have this perfectly sized to the card. So at this point, you could actually do one simple step or maybe 2. Let me, so you might decide, I just want to flip it. So you flip it upside down and you bring it down to they meet, until they meet, just like that. Grab them both and attach them. Well, weld them actually, so they become one piece. Why did you not? Oh, I didn't weld. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. Let me, they should just be touching. And this line actually should go away. So let me grab them both again. And this time, weld, not attach. Well, that's very interesting. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. I am working in beta, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it at all. This will go away once you weld them together. And then in that case, you know, you have to figure out where you would want your, go to your basic shapes, grab your score tool or line actually. I need this to rotate. And then I would bring it over, and because I wouldn't have this line to tell me where that that is, I kind of would have to figure it out myself. But anyway, this is basically, so what you would do here is you cut it out. Well, you want to attach, I'm sorry. Before you do that, make sure you attach your score line to your card base. Otherwise, they will not go onto the mat together. So once you've attached them, I can speak, and it's all one part. You can, at this point, just go ahead, send it to your Cricut machine, and then you would simply add adhesive on the sides and fold that up. That's a simple way. In the first video of the series, I showed you a very basic, simple pocket card, just doing that. But what I chose to do was make flaps. So I'm going to go ahead and detach. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I actually did, I'll say I got my image the size that I wanted, and then I went over here to basic shapes, got myself a couple of squares, and you could do this ahead of time. You know, when you're grabbing squares, just grab them all. And then, actually, no, I'm going to take that one away. Sorry. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to make it white. And so what I know I want to do, I know that I don't want it any wider than 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do 0.25. And I should have unlocked that while I was doing that. And then I want it to be, I'm going to say about, I forget the exact measurement I used, so I'm going to try 1 inch and see how that lines up. So yeah, 1 inch is good. I think it's good. You know, you don't want it to come too far down this way. So I like this. I think I'm going to lock that. And then I'm just going to make a duplicate one. I'm going to add one on this side. And one on this side. And okay, that looks good. That looks good to me. Let me see. I'm going to go to align. I need them not center. I need them lined at the top. There we go. Okay, so now they're all aligned, and now I am going to weld them together. And there you go. And then I'm going to take it and place it with my card up here. And again, I'm going to grab them both. I'm going to go to align. I'm going to go to center them. Oh my goodness. I want them. Yes. There we go. Just have to make sure I click the right thing. And then I am going to grab them both and weld them together like that. And there you go. No more that line across. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so now I'm going to go get my score line. Just go ahead and take out all three. I could just duplicate for the sides, but I'm not. So this is, I'm going to grab one of these. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I am going to bring it over here. And what I'm going to use for my guide for this particular card is these points right here. Makes it quite easy. So that is where I want. I'm going to go just above that line right there and drag it all the way over here. Doesn't matter if it goes a little bit off the lines. And then I'm going to take this other one. And I'm going to align the two on the sides with the side of the card. It's very simple. Just like that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Move the wrong one. Just trying to move this one a little bit down. Doesn't really need all that up there. Okay, bring this one over and do the same thing. Now you could have just done the first flap, the score line for the first flap, and then copy or duplicated it and then put it on the other side, which is one way to do it, or an easier way possibly. Okay, and actually I think I might just I think I'm going to line it up right with the card. Right there with that line. And now I'm going to go grab them all. Whoops. And I am going to attach I would then send this to make it. I don't have any of my machines on right now, so I'm not going to send it there. So that's basically what you do. I hope you that was helpful. At the end of this, I will show you the actual invitation. So if there's anything I forgot to explain or I didn't explain something well, just please leave me a comment below and I will try to do better. But I'm hoping that this did help and this video isn't super long. So let's go look at the invitation. So here we are at the Cricuts. As you can see, I have 3 of them going, which makes me so happy to see them working together at the same time rather than collecting dust on my shelf. You know, a lot of times people get their new Cricuts and they give up their old ones, but you know, you never know when you're going to have a big project. Not only that, some of the Cricuts in the past, they do different things, like the Imagine I still have. But this is like music to my ears. So I have all of my Apple products going, as well as all the Cricuts, as you can see on the maker. She's sporting my little iPad. And then my Anna Griffin Explorer Air is being run by my desktop, which is, excuse the mess, the room's a little bit of a mess right now, which is over there. And then my original Explorer is being run by my Mac Pro laptop. So originally I was thinking I could only run 2 at a time, because I totally forgot about the iPad, and then I was like, wait a minute, I can get all 3 of them going. So it's awesome. So we're gonna just let these guys go, and then I will be right back. So here's one of the actual invitations. I have actually covered up their information, my daughter and her future husband's information, just for privacy's sake. But this is one of the actual invitations that we have left over. Then you just slide the invitation out if you choose, so you can see all the information that's on there. Here's the pocket that we just designed in Design Space, and I have wrapped the pocket layer with a ribbon, as you can see it going behind there actually. So I can show you how I did that in a future video if you care. Just leave a comment below if you want to see how I did that. And I just added this beautiful little ribbon slider on there, which I got both the ribbon, this huge roll of ribbon from Amazon. It is in navy. My daughter's colors are navy, gold, and white. I also bought the ribbon sliders from Amazon. Here is the final card. I'm sure I've left something out, maybe didn't explain something, maybe there was something you want to see. I will try to give you a peek of the cute little font. Isn't that pretty? I have to go look up what font. I used a couple of different fonts, but for the more the fancier font, that one I used. So I don't think it wasn't Edwardian, which is one of my favorite fonts as well, and one of the script ones. But anyway, blah 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 blah. I'm so sorry. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was helpful. If I was confusing in any way, please just leave your questions below. I hope you will like this video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, and click the notification button so that hopefully you will be notified when I post future videos. I want to thank you all for coming by, both the old and the new. As you know, if you've been here before, I try not to fail to let you know how much I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. So again, thanks for watching. I look forward to being with you again.